creativity needs to be broken up into two parts because people always confuse creativity and production. There is creativity and execution. Hearing something in your head is where the creativity is. As you know, I've spent the first 40 years of my life writing music for TV full time. That's all I did. That was my profession. And people always ask, well, do you write at the piano? Do you write at the playing guitar? No. I wrote basically in the shower or on the couch, and I would write on the dining room table with a pen and music paper and my cat and a pencil sharpener and a very good eraser. That's where I would do my writing. It happened here. That's the creativity. Execution, completely different. To execute means to realize what you have in your head and get it either on paper, on film, on video, on some recorded medium, whatever it is. Super automation will really amplify your ability to do that. So AI is a skills amplifier there. It's not a creativity amplifier. It is an executional production amplifier. If we back up and say how many things in the advertising and marketing world are execution based, resizing ads, topography, kerning, leading, the aesthetic of comparing one color graded image to another color graded image to ensure that we have, our color palette proper across the entirety of, like, that is purely objective executional stuff that was done by a deep bench in the art department, the music department, the video department. All of that's going to get automated. Is that creative work getting taken away? Yeah. You need to go to school for it, or at least go on the job training. You need a lot of specialized training and some aesthetic talent. That's all gone. But the creativity part, it's never going anywhere. Can it help? Oh, it can really help. It can really help. You can talk to GPT-4 right now, this minute, as a creative, and you can ask it some questions that will inspire you to do things differently. You can also ask it to mash stuff up that you can kind of hear in your head or see in your mind's eye, but you can't really get it's a misty kind of amorphous thing. It's like, I really want to see what Banksy would have done with Keith Haring at Picasso's house, if Monet was in the room. Like, it's the dumbest thing you'd ever say out loud, but it will mash that up for you. And whatever that is, it might give you an idea to pick up a paintbrush and go, yeah, okay, that one little section there, that's kind of what I had in mind. That's gold. I mean, that's gold when you're so. Everybody that ever came to me as a music client would either give me some swipe and tell me not to get them sued, or they'd say, I love that John Williams thing in Star Wars. Like, I want something, don't get me sued, but I want this thing and then Randy Newman did this thing in The Natural. It was so good, but don't get me sued. And then this Taylor Swift thing is unbelievable, but don't get me sued. Like, they would do the mashup for you. They would tell you the things they like. That's how people communicate. And if you communicate with a large language model the same way, it gives you feedback, sometimes good, sometimes nonsense, which is where your subject matter expertise is the most important part of the whole equation. If you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know what you're looking at. And if you do, you're ahead of the curve.